Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and unfortunately it's finished at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace 3, Arsenal 0. Oh man, I hate being right. I just had a feeling about this game. For some reason, I just had a feeling that it was going to be a poor performance. I really did. I don't know why, but for some reason, Palace against Patrick Vieira in Selhurst Park of an evening with that atmosphere, I was like, yeah. Just after an international break, I was like, yeah, this is not going to be a good night. And it wasn't. We were abject, to say the least. We were very, very, very poor. Didn't get a foothold in the game at all. Maybe points in the second half, but the first half we were atrocious. Like all over the place defensively, couldn't get out of our half. There's not much more to say, really. The 2 goals that we conceded in the first half were from defensive errors, in my opinion. The first goal was from Ben White just ball watching. Second goal, Gabriel thought he could get to a ball that was a bit too far away from him, and Jordan Ayew stepped in to score. Third goal was a penalty. I think that just came from Ødegaard's frustration, taking down Zaha. And normally when Zaha goes down, it's normally a penalty. Down in the box, it's normally a penalty. It was one of those games where I don't get frustrated very often. I don't show my emotion when I'm watching football a lot of the time, unless I'm around other people. I don't normally, other football fans, I don't normally show my emotions. But today I was getting wound up. When the commentators are like talking up the team that's winning and saying how really well they're performing and stuff like that. That was winding me up, and I don't normally get wound up by that. That was really winding me up. Like Seb Hutchison going on about how amazing Crystal Palace were. And to be fair, all credit to Palace. They played really, really well. And they deserve the win. I don't really know how to see this. I've just seen Jamie Carragher on Monday Night Football say that Arsenal fans don't need to panic. We're in a really good position in terms of the top 4 race. Luckily, I don't think we're going to get top 4. So I'm not necessarily panicking. I do think that it's worrying that these performances are there, and the fact that I predicted that this was going to happen. For some reason, I like I said, I just had this feeling that we were going to drop points tonight. Whether it was a draw or a loss, I had a feeling we were going to drop points tonight. I'm not going to get overly, I've calmed down now, but I'm not going to get overly angry about it and throw my toys out of the pram, because at the end of the day, we are in a good position. We are, I think, level on points with Spurs at the moment in the table. Yeah, we're level on points with Spurs, and Spurs have a better goal difference than us. But I think we are, at the moment, the advantage is with Spurs after these fixtures, obviously, because they came back from 1-0 down to beat Newcastle 5-1 on Sunday. So obviously the advantage is with them. But like I said, I have a feeling this is going to go down to the wire. It's either going to go down to the game against Man United at the Emirates, or the North London derby, which has literally in the last couple of hours been announced as rescheduled for the 12th of May. So I it's going to go down to the wire. I don't think that we can. I'd be very shocked and quite annoyed if I saw people on social media, people on YouTube, people all over the place saying top 4's over because we lost 3-0 to Crystal Palace. There's a long way to go. And unfortunately, it's just one of those nights. It was a poor performance, don't get me wrong. And it was frustrating watching us literally be played off the park by Palace. They've got some decent players, to be fair, but it was, I wouldn't go as far as to say it was embarrassing. And there will be people out there that will say, oh, it's embarrassing. It's pointless, embarrassing. All that ish. But it wasn't that. It was just, I don't know, we just didn't turn up. It was another one of those games where we just didn't turn up. I don't know. And now it's even more important that with Brighton on Saturday, we have to go into that game. We have to win it. If we want to keep our top 4 hopes alive, we have to win it. That's it. That's all really. We have to beat Brighton now to keep on going. If we fight till the end and we finish 5th, I'll be happy with that. And I know there's going to be fans out there that say, oh, you're accepting mediocrity. I don't give a shit. I don't care what you think. You are just faces on YouTube. Your opinion doesn't matter to me, plain and simple. So go off yourself. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. I don't care whether you think I'm wrong or whether you think I'm deluded or whether you think I'm brainwashed by the club. It is what it is. So yeah, very, very disappointing. But we have to move forward. We can't look at this and think that the world is ending and that all there is a black hole of hell or whatever. We have to move forward now. And Brighton is a massive game. We have to beat Brighton. If we don't, then we're looking at the Europa League next season, and maybe worse if if we keep losing. If we drop points against Brighton, it's then Southampton. I think Southampton away next. Yeah, Southampton away, and then Chelsea, and then Man United. And yeah, we know that there's very high possibility we're going to lose to Chelsea. And I bet when we play Man United, that will be the game where they turn up. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have to get 6 points from Brighton and Southampton. Otherwise, we will be finishing 5th, which I won't be I'll be disappointed because I feel like we were in such a good place to get into the Champions League. But I'd be like, okay, I'm content with that just for the fact that like we finished 8th twice over the past 2 seasons. Half of that first season was with Emery, so yeah. And it's almost as if, okay, we've gotten back to we've climbed 3 places since last season. So that to me would be progress, surely. The only thing that worries me about going, if we finish in the Europa League, and it was Jamie Carragher again that made this point on the overlap, on Gary Neville's overlap, which I kind of agree with, that like the Europa League is a different beast to the Champions League in my opinion. The Europa League is a lot more, you have to travel a lot further, different parts of Europe and that kind of stuff, a lot more kind of gritty teams that will kick the hell out of you and all this kind of stuff. So I'm just worried that like if we do finish in the Europa League places and we go into the Europa League, it will be even harder, and this is what he was saying, harder to get back into a race for the top 4 with the amount of games that are going on. So, and the type of games that are going on. So I think, to echo his point, this is really important. We really and truthfully probably do need to get back into the Champions League. But having said all that, I will not be going crazy at the end of the season if we finish 5th. If we finish 6th, I won't be going crazy, but I might be thinking, oh, that's not great. But 5th, I'd be like, okay, fine. I'll deal with that. I'll give you one more season. And if we don't do it this season, 2022-23 season, we've got to look to change things. And that's it. Disappointing, but we have to move forward. We can't panic over this. We're still in a good position to finish in the top 4. We're still in a good position to finish in the top 6. Let's just take it. Let's just move on. Take it on the chin. Take our medicine and move forward. Having said that, we have a couple of injuries, which was probably going to be one of the main things that derailed us this season. So Kieran Tierney didn't start the game because of a knee injury, and Thomas Partey was brought off just before the end and apparently his hip's gone. So we don't know how bad that is, and that's going to be a problem. But we've got to, as I just said, we've got to take it on the chin and move on. We've got to roll with the punches at the end of the day, because we're going to be out of this top 4 race pretty quickly if we start feeling sorry for ourselves. So yeah, that's it. Right, I'll be back again at some point this week previewing Brighton. So until then, take care and stay safe.